Icarus is a legendary figure from Greek mythology whose name is associated with one of the most famous stories of ambition, risk, and consequences. He was the son of Daedalus, the legendary engineer and craftsman renowned for his intelligence and skill. According to the most popular version, father and son were imprisoned on the island of Crete, so Daedalus devised an unusual way to escape. He fashioned wings from feathers and secured them with wax, then gave Icarus a set of instructions before they flew. He warned him not to fly too close to the sea, lest the wings get wet, and at the same time he cautioned him against flying too close to the sun, as its heat would melt the wax. Then father and son began flying away from Crete. During the flight, Icarus became intoxicated with the thrill of flight and began to climb higher and higher, ignoring his father's warnings. He approached the sun, and the wax holding the feathers together began to melt, and the wings came apart. Icarus fell into the sea and drowned, while Daedalus continued his journey and reached his destination, grieving for his son. The sea into which Icarus is said to have fallen became associated with his name in some ancient accounts. There is no historical evidence that Icarus was a real person or that he actually flew. The story is part of Greek mythology, and the oldest literary sources that have preserved its details do not present it as a documented historical event. However, the myth itself may have been partly inspired by a reality known to the Greeks, that humans could build means to help them fly or imitate birds in imagination and myth, while actual human flight remained impossible with such means. The most famous literary source for the story of Icarus is the poem Metamorphoses by the Roman poet Ovid, who lived centuries after the Golden Age of Greece. Daedalus himself is a famous mythological figure, credited in the myth with building the labyrinth on the island of Crete to hide the Minotaur. There are differences between ancient accounts of the details of the Icarus story, so not all the details that appear in films and books are part of the original narrative. The story of Icarus has become a universal symbol of excessive ambition and ignoring warnings, and has therefore been used in literature, art, and philosophy well into modern times.